morning, everybody. Hey, happy weekend. Good to see everyone. Brandon's in the chat. We want to give Brandon a happy belated birthday wish. Yesterday, the big 21 for Brandon. Cheers, buddy. Good for you. 21. Looking good. I hope when I'm 21, I can be as tall as you, man. That's my goal. Smiley's over there on Twitch. Good to see you. Stanley over on YouTube. Cutthroats. Good to see you guys. Super awesome that you could join me. I don't know if this will be our last scary game before Halloween, but I don't think it should be. Tonight's gonna be scary for sure on Friday Night Versus. We got one hell of a treat for you guys. Yeah, Brandon showed me some of his birthday gifts. Some pretty cool stuff, man. Very lucky guy. You're Cutthroat. I can't find Liquid Death anywhere around here. By the way, this is my Halloween costume. This is my Alan Wake costume. So I got the thin hood. Can you see? The thin hood with the writer's jacket. This is my attempt at looking like Alan Wake. This is what you get. This is all you get. There was a cosplay Jay, but he doesn't work here anymore. So this is what you get. Oh man, the coffee is good, guys. Oh, it's so good right now. Mo, good morning. How you doing, my friend? Happy weekend. I do drink Liquid Death. I love it. I love it. Good morning, Matt. How you doing, bud? So you can't find it here in Canada anywhere. I used to have to get it on Amazon by the case, but they don't even carry it anymore. Or they didn't last time I looked. Well, Amazon.ca, though, is what I have to use, right? Being in Canada. Alan Wake. Alan Wake is kind of a survival horror game that was released on May 10th, 2010 for the Xbox 360. It was an exclusive to Xbox. Unfortunately for Alan Wake, it also was released on May 10th, 2010. That was the same exact day that a little game called Red Dead Redemption came out. So I'm going to say that Alan Wake didn't get the love it deserved. It got severely overshadowed by Red Dead, and I don't think a lot of people played it. Steven, good morning. Cheers to you. Oh, Brandon, you could get it in the States. Yeah, I love it. I like the sparkling in the black can and the regular just in the white can. It's probably no different than actual water, but it's shaped like a beer can. So there you go. That works for me. You're drinking Mountain Dew this early, Stanley? Good for you, buddy. Okay. Alan Wake is digital only. And installed it at 5 this morning to ensure it would be ready for right now. And across the board, there has been audio issues, both on the PlayStation 5 and the Series X. So I had to figure that out. I think I did. Consequently, we won't be watching the intro because that's where the audio was cutting out. And if the audio cuts out, the only bug fix that there is so far for it, because it hasn't been patched, the only bug fix is to restart the console, which will derail the stream. Okay, so we are starting literally at the beginning. I haven't played it. This is the opening screen, but you're just not going to see the intro. Mo, I ran out of coffee. having to break out and get instant. Dude, instant is better than nothing. You got to get it where you can get it. Cutthroat says Alan Wake is the next Silent Hill in my opinion. Have you played the first one, dude? The first one's fantastic. It is fantastic. Let's teleport ourselves into the world of Alan Wake. You might be right, my friend. I loved the first one. I got the expansion pack for it and everything. It was wonderful, very atmospheric. So I don't know who this is, but we start on the shore here. Looks like we've washed up. Yeah, here we go. Strap in, my friends. Get ready to hopefully be scared. Yeah, graphics are gorgeous. The collector's edition of Alan Wake is really cool. If you guys remember that, came in like a novel. It looked like a novel because Alan Wake is a writer. Very, very cool. Sun is coming in, making things uncomfortable for our guy here. Play Splatterhouse. I can't today, buddy. It's all planned out. Maybe we'll do a special Halloween stream. So it looks people are searching for me. I don't know. This guy has certainly seen better days. Okay. All right. Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, that comes out. That's awesome. That looks really good. Oh my god, this is like completely crazy. There's literally no path. Well, there's a deer. Here's the thing. I double checked. There's nudity in this, and there's a censor nudity. There's a censor nudity option that I put on for the stream. I'm pretty sure you're right, Matt. I think he would be naked. Good thing I checked that. There's also a streamer-friendly option for Spider-Man 2 that I didn't check that stops from the copyrighted music, which I didn't know it had. You could sprint. There we go. Get moving, Buster. Okay, that's... I don't have any weapons. What do you want me to do? He's just seeing stuff, right? He's just hallucinating. Is that what we're doing? I don't know if anyone wants to see this guy naked. I don't know. Who am I to say? Who am I to say? They're coming to get you, Barbara. I really hope this is scary. Where are we going? We can't really interact with anything. I'm pretty sure this will be like a dream sequence or something. Pray for my life. Yeah, pray for the life of this guy. Because it's not Alan Wake. I don't know who this is. Streetlight that we can't get to. It's cold and rainy. It's kind of like the weather we have right now in Ontario. Uh-oh. Is that car? Car high beams? He was probably already crapped himself. Oh. Well, let's see into that. This reminds me of Skull Island, Rise of Kong. The boss fight you cannot win. Yeah, I think you're right, Cutthroat. He's probably... This is probably his novel. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, interesting. Stephen King, the game. Very, very shining. Little shining there. Yeah, sorry, Stanley. No nudity, buddy. Nope. Stuff doesn't fly around these parts.
How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just
Yeah, I really hope this is more like sucking us into the story than like action-y gameplay, to be honest.
Mom, it's so good.
no spoilers. I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will.
I'm gonna try and not talk over the story parts. Try.
Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
I'm getting like a Twin Peaks vibe.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town.
Is he mad? Oh, I didn't see that.
Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
Who's Sean Ashmore?
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your
It doesn't ring a
alley.
bell.
You should take lead.
You're gonna tell me and I'll be like, oh, right.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Wasn't this where the crime just happened?
Time to get to work.
Yeah, it's very Twin Peaks. What?
A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene.
Is that him right there?
There's the car. So where's
That's
the
not
deputy?
him, but he's in this.
Eaten by a bear. I'll check out that map.
Greetings, Lord Palpatine. Welcome. Okay. Get to the crime scene and find the deputies.
Before we get swallowed up by the trees.
I should take a look at that map.
Okay. Let's go to the map. The map displays key locations in the area. Whoa. What? You haven't played the King Kong game. Okay. No, I can't. Oh, I can draw my weapon. Or can I? They won't let me equip my gun yet. I'm already ready for action. And I'm not going to follow that guy. I'm going my own way. Hey, where are you? You go that way. I'll go this way. Splitting up is always the best thing to do in a horror game. See ya.
The Federal Bureau of Control? That's a new one. Toxic volcanic gas, huh?
The FBC is an obscure branch. Only
Let me in.
unusual cases.
Let me in.
Well, what's so unusual about volcanic gas?
Beats me.
Locked. They really don't want people coming in here.
Not all maps are created equal. Buddy, don't you know it? I feel bad. Willie Lowe sent me a text this morning. It's just a picture of him holding Skull Island for PS5. I'm like, oh, you poor bugger. Why have you done this to yourself? Have you learned nothing? So I look forward to his stream of that hell ride. I was going to do it this week, and I can't. I need a break from it. I challenged him, though. I said, I did about 250 in time. If you could beat 2 hours and 50 minutes, you're the Skull Island champion of pure just enduring the game.
Hey, over here.
Okay, sorry. Shh.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right?
What's up?
Baker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Very true, Matt. E.T. is better than Kong. It is. Yeah, Kong is pretty bad, man.
Saga Anderson, I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that,
We're right here. I can hear you on the radio.
my partner Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Mo, don't you worry. We're going to play it again. I just needed a break. I was going to do it on Saturday, tomorrow, but don't worry. I'm thrilled that you guys love to see the pain. You like to put yourself through that too. I could use a briefing.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, inside.
The sheriff's a real beaut.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Baker took them back to town a while ago.
Let's take a look at that body there, Sheriff.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Tell him I'm here, waiting. I'll show him around.
Yeah, Cutthroat, that was a fun stream. Wills. That game looks terrifying. Meet Deputy Thornton at the general store.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
You can access the case board inside the what? Mind place?
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case.
Oh, it's
Using
like a
each field office as a
mentally.
model in my head. The facts are on the board.
So this is her in her mind putting together the case. Okay, I got it. Let's just look around this. Graphics, I mean, I don't think I have to say it, but obviously beautiful. For those of you who don't know Alan Wake, it's a psychological horror game. So a lot of it messes with your mind. Hopefully it messes with ours. Let's hope. Here's hoping.
Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Willie Lowe in the house. Den of Geek is here. Good to see you, my friends. Welcome. Good to know you were lurking, Will. Stanley, come on. This is building what's called story and narrative. I'm sure there'll be plenty of blasting. Okay, the case board is a mental technique that allows Saga to analyze. That's the name of our character? That allows Saga to analyze clues and progress through the investigation. You can use the right stick to look around. Okay. Okay. You can use L or R to move in. All right, well, let's investigate. You're now free to navigate the case board or leave by pressing A. Well, can I look at the case board? Oh my God. Victims. Ted Lane, who's a dentist. Stab wounds, bloating, bruising to the wrists. That's not the guy. This is the guy, right? That we were. Percy Wolf, Wendy Davis, teacher, body bloated, large chest wound. Percy Wolf, store owner, bruising, heart removed, strange tattoos. Okay, this is the guy we must have been then. Ted Lane. Murder method. Slightly different in murders. Bloating. Case of death. Case of bruising the wrists and legs. Deep gash in the chest. Heart missing. Yep. I would say we're dealing with some real sickies. You gotta play Kong Island. Skull Island, Rise of Kong. Guys, I have it with me, right? It's always here, reminding me of why physical media is coming to an end. I'm just kidding. It's still in the PlayStation. My poor PlayStation. Killer profile. Post-mortem tattooing on the body. Oh, okay. So it's a cult. Murder targets have no discernible common traits. Just trauma resembles animal butchery techniques. Okay. Exit.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it.
Visiting the mind place does not pause the game, so be mindful of nearby threats.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Retro, good to see you. It is Friday. Happy weekend, my friend. Skull Island, Rise of Dong. at work at the moment. Had to trade people to get some time off. New York City. New York, I still have to hear your tales of the Nintendo store. Damn, that looked cool.
Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to.
Am I going to frame it, Cutthroat?
Are you thinking
No,
of
but I'm
retiring?
glad I have a physical copy because I have a feeling it's
You know
going to
what happens to
disappear.
cops who say this is their last case.
Real funny, Anderson.
Let's get down to the store because that's our next objective. I don't like how they won't let me draw my gun. I feel like, you know, there's
Stairs are out.
the illusion of safety with the daylight.
I'm not that old. Whoa.
Mirror peak. Now, what I don't know is if this is the same kind of... It's like a port town or an island from the first game. It's been a long time. I can't remember. The mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on a calm surface of the lake, mirrored into inverted glory. I'm sure it's not going to look so beautiful in a few minutes. Retro says, got a question. My wife and I are planning a trip to Canada next year, probably Toronto. When is a good time of year to visit? Spring, summer. I only say that because I'm not a fan of winter driving. It's completely unpredictable in Ontario. I just don't like winter driving. I think it's extremely dangerous. So I would come in the spring or summer. Toronto has so many amazing toy and game stores. Oh, man. It's so great.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
I could see how this is an easy place to be murdered.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like
Like, it's like one pathway,
thing around here that
and there's nowhere to run.
You think the local law had the
Like,
sense
you're
to put
stuck
it
on this
tarp?
path.
if they did, next coffee's on me.
Oh, anytime, Retro. It's beautiful in the winter. It's just, again, that's just my point of view on it. Yeah, we also have our summers are also very humid as of I'd say the last little while. Oh, this lighting effects are beautiful. Look at this. Oh, great, look at this guy. I don't want to talk to this butte. Oh, dude, Retro, seriously. You got let me know when you're here. We might be able to meet up at a store.
Thornton, I take it.
Yeah, real quick before we get into this, I would say for toys, it's Treehouse Collectibles, and for video games, ANC Games in Toronto, both in Toronto. You'll just lose your mind.
The body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
Oh, your wife's not a winter person? Yeah, forget it. I'm going to look in here. You can use B to activate Saga's flashlight. Her name is so strange. I just ignore them. I just go off. I just go off on my my own path. Hey, a guitar. See, look at all this good stuff we're leaving behind. Dog posters. Oh, man, this place is great. Beer bottles, binoculars, All free for the taking. See, these are all clues. See, the other guy said I'm a good detective, right? I am, because I go where the others don't want to go. Oh, this is so cool, man. You're actually picking up clues for your mind, whatever that, mind cave. I like that. And I literally know nothing about this game. I haven't watched anything, read up on anything. Here, yeah, you got to go to Heroes, dude. Heroes is great. It's the biggest comic book store in Canada. Fact. Is that new Cutthroat? Is that a new game? I am looking forward to trying the RoboCop game. I hope there's a demo. There probably won't be for consoles. We got to be looking for clues. This guy just doesn't even care. He just wants to get to the scene. You got to build up, man. There could be clues anywhere. Typical old timer. Thinks he knows better. Oh my God, there's the body. Investigate the crime scene.
We found him on the table. Now he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and...
Stanley, for sure, buddy.
Thanks, Deputy.
No Tara. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor.
The RoboCop demo is only on PC.
Previous murders?
The game will be on Xbox and PlayStation. But I thought I scheduled a stream with the RoboCop demo because I thought it was on everything before I checked it. The demo is only on PC, but I think the game comes out November 2nd.
Body is positioned on the table.
Never played it Cutthroat. Nope.
Ritualistic.
Okay, I got to pay attention for a sec here. You unlocked your first key image. You can place it in the caseboard inside the mind place. Mind place is so strange. Allow Saga to see active clues. The key image can be selected with A, placed on the caseboard. Key image can be selected with A. Cauldron Lake murder scene.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Placing a key image on the caseboard begins a new line of investigation. But did the killers really know that the FBI was on their way? They don't really seem like the type, at least from everything we've seen, that would care or even notice that something like that would be happening. Objectives are viewable at the caseboard in your goals. Investigate the crime scene. Okay. You are now free to examine the caseboard or leave to complete this objective. Yeah, the graphics in this are crazy. Like I said, there's a bit of a sound issue, so if anybody is playing this, the opening cutscene, most people on PlayStation and Xbox, it's cutting out. You have to just reset the console. Don't turn it off, but just go into your options and reset, like reboot the console. Ew. You can collect clues. I feel like we're playing 7 here. Okay, well, there's three clues here.
The killer left the heart right next to the body. Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open. Heart removed.
Yuck. You've discovered clues can be placed. We do that again. X. The heck am I doing here? Investigate the crime scene. I have these 3 pictures. Okay, how do I get out? What in the actual F? Oh, here, okay. Why is it not prompting me how to place these? Investigate the crime scene. I don't know what the heck is going on here. What's in the box? Dirty old underwear. Okay. Cases. No. Goals. Like, for real here. What is going on? It keeps just saying cases. Investigate the crime scene, but it won't let me leave. Oh, what the heck? New discovered clues can be placed onto the open question. Okay. So how do I place them? I'm literally clicking every button on everything. I have to right. So there's the 3 questions, right? So I'm hitting every button though. I'm not too sure. This doesn't make sense. So the goals have nothing to do with that, okay? Any ideas? Okay, so there's the question marks, okay? I'm literally hitting every button. It won't even let me leave this part. Zoom in, zoom out. And as soon as I move over to it, disappears. Yeah, this is a little strange. Maybe onto the photos. But none of the buttons do anything. Can you move the cursor over to one of the question marks? Okay, so we'll go back. Zoom in. There's the question mark, and we move over. It disappears. I'm sure it's something simple. We move it down to the 3 clues at the bottom. I know you guys can't really see them because the super chats. Just keep saying goals and cases. Oh, there we go. D-pad. Really would have helped if they told me that. Like, what I'm supposed to do here.
Keep trying.
Well, that would be here, right?
That's it. Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time.
Yeah, it was the D-pad controls. It didn't tell me how to do that.
This makes 4 murders that we know about.
The clues have resolved to open question and locked deduction. As you advance through the investigation, new questions will be unlocked, upgrading your goals. Okay. You can check the updated goals by pressing Y. Learn about the victim. Learn more about the killer. Yeah, that was just confusing because it wouldn't let me get out of this screen, but it wouldn't tell me how to place the clues. D-pad, I guess. There you go.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
It's interesting. I didn't think this game would be like this at all, actually. I didn't know that there was a police part to it. Because Alan Wake's the writer. But I can't remember what happened to him after.
People were here. Multiple killers?
Yeah, it matters. Yeah, the order definitely matters. So that's going to come into play later. When they aren't holding our hand.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Tripod.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera?
I don't know what else it would be for if it's not for a camera.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh,
13 years ago would have been the events of the first one.
Oh, and sisters.
They videotaped the crime. Yeah, it appears that way. Let's go talk to our other buddy here.
So you knew our victim?
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Okay, what happened after he got fired? So he's been missing since 2010.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Same year the game came out.
Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
What's up, Top Nerd? Good to see you, buddy.
This town wants to forget.
See ya, Willie. Yeah, this is a lot different, dude. Tough Nerd. I didn't think that there was like a police aspect to this. Again, I try and stay away from most things now. So it's a nice surprise. This part's really cool.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
The Game of the Year stream that we're going to do near the end of the year is certainly going to be interesting because I feel like we're at a point now where I've just scratched the surface of so many of these games, but I haven't really got into many of them. Oh, cool, dude. Good to know. Good to know.
Large amount of blood on the table. The
So-
victim died here. I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Okay. I was going to say, why wasn't that clue there before?
Need to think about it.
Dude, we got so many good games this year, and I haven't played them all. You can't, right? Unless you're rich. You just can't.
I had to review the clues.
Heavy blood spatter on the table. That would be over here, right? They really made a mess here. Caught up in the act or just sloppy work. Nightingale went off the deep end. FBI fired him. For later. The footprints.
Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
You 100%ed Spider-Man? Dude. For real? How many hours did that take you? And congrats, by the way. It's like I said, I feel like I'm just... I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface to any of these games.
Oh,
What are you mad at? Let's go down here. Thorne, the victim is Robert Nightingale. Okay, well that goes over here.
okay. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Nice. I have to find a way to get more time just to casually play. I usually just play on stream. But I actually was thinking about doing another stream last night. I wanted to play it so badly. Okay, the tripod was found knocked over, and there's a cooler of beer bottles left. I mean, that would be here. Right, and then this. be here.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale?
And most likely videotaped it
Missing for 13
because they're a bunch of sickies.
Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
You can use profiling inside Saga's mind, place to get inside the heads of subjects and victims. Using her intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest. Missing person, ritual murder.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years.
Since the first game.
How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Okay, but how does she know that? Is this just a power she has? I'm sure she's going to figure that out soon. This is kind of confusing, though. She's getting into their minds.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim.
But how?
Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Caseboard, profiling, map. Okay. Is that it, or do we not? We didn't finish something. Profile the victim is our goal. Okay, so we got to go back to this. We didn't do something here. Oh, what's that?
This mug always cheers me up. Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years.
We already saw this. What am I
How did
missing?
he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake.
She's a psychic detective cutthroat. Yeah, okay.
He was there too.
You're getting the urge to stream Alan Wake Remastered. Oh, I want to pick that up.
Otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake.
Okay,
Before
before
his
his
murder.
murder. Right. Place questions.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim.
Right.
Why?
Flip the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. A Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Okay, I'm not getting what we're missing here. Anyone have any ideas? I finished the original and the expansion pack back in the day. And it was one of the most original games that I played in a long time. We were talking, unfortunately, it came out the same day as Red Dead Redemption. So I think it got overshadowed. Huge.
I'll be back in a second.
Roger.
Uh-oh, if Matt's lost, we're really in trouble. I'm lost too. Like they're again, you know, I've said this a lot lately, but they throw a lot at you at once. So the goal is investigate the crime scene, profile the victim. Okay. Well, did we not investigate the crime scene, or is there another place we didn't go to? There's no other options I could do profiling the victim. I just hit A on it.
I think I saw something. It'll only take a minute.
I'll wait here.
It's not letting me go through the gate. Is that the way we came in? That's the way we came in. There's another gate here.
Anderson. Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation. Nice talking to you, too.
A video camera? Series X. Tough nerd. Warning about the audio issue. I don't know if you heard me. There's an audio issue that's happening on all platforms. The opening cutscene, the sound just cuts out. You just have to restart the game, and it should be fine. It might be patched by the time you play. Who knows? Okay, I really don't know what to do here. Oh, you're playing it on Series X. There you go. Just restart. Don't shut off the console, but do a restart on it. If it's still an issue.
The Mile High Strangler case. Proud of that one.
Oh. Okay. So we had to profile and then come back to this board. So he came from the lake. Okay. I can feel that Nightingale came from the lake, but why now after 13 years? Where's he been? So everything that you do has to come back to this board. Okay. So now we go back to profiling, I guess. Oh, now we have a new goal. Check the lake shore. Okay, so now we can get out. What's this salt?
My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic. The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Okay, now we gotta go to the lake.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake.
Okay, I think we're getting there.
Sounds good.
We're getting there.
This way, right?
Right.
Let's do this.
Well, I'll just wait here.
Was really bummed to hear that there's no physical release for this.
Mrs. Anderson, did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that.
There's a hollow feeling to that, guys. Yeah, it just feels weird.
Shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him. Dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table. cut
Wait a
his heart out.
second.
But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me.
Just hang on for a sec, bud.
What's this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Lots of questions.
So he would have been naked too.
I didn't
Tough Nerd, there's also a nudity sensor you got to click on too if you're streaming it.
You need to get out more.
Because our buddy at the beginning would have been butt
It is
naked.
kinda creepy though.
Okay, there's something right here. Look at this huge clue.
A witch with no heart. A strange echo of owl murder.
So they're emulating this? Is that what's going on? There's no mystery in Cauldron Lake being named after its cauldron shape, and yet there are many mysterious stories about the lake. It being a gloomy doorway to the underworld, or of a witch whose cauldron the lake really was. The legend tells when the affections of a local sheriff went unanswered, he accused the lady in question of having bewitched him. She was drowned. Oh, nice. Okay. So typical. Someone was misunderstood and they were killed for it. I didn't get a clue out of that or anything, really. Best Buy and Walmart, as the story goes. Are supposed to be getting out of physical media. That being games, Blu-rays, everything. I got Spider-Man 2 purely digital. And it's just, I don't know, man. I guess I'm the one who's the odd one. I'm going to have to get used to that, right? I guess that's just my generation.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
There's a piece of paper on the ground.
Okay, well, are you picking it up? Why aren't you making a note of the piece of paper that has information on it? There we go. I heard Walmart too, yeah.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school.
So I just don't understand why, like,
And it's added with a pen.
pause for a sec. Like, at the minimum, you wouldn't want control of what you've purchased in that, say we bought Spider-Man and for some reason we didn't like it. Well, you can't return it. You could at least trade it in or sell it. Do you know what I mean? Purely digital, it just leaves you with nothing. You plop down $90 and that's it. And what kills me about it is that it's not... I don't know if Alan Wake is the exception, but from what I've seen, nothing is cheaper. Alan Wake was $79, right? When in Canada, this gen is usually $89. But, I mean, there's no real savings there. You'd think that the game, and I know they cost a lot to develop still, but you think they would be $10 cheaper. And even that, $10 savings, I could at least kind of understand where we're going with it. But the fact that it's the same price and now you can't do anything with it. Retro says, that's a shame. Those physical pieces are more than just games. They're works of art. Yes. Yes. As much as we make fun of this, we can make fun of this all day. It's still a piece of art. I'm still holding it. I can still do what I want with it. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a long time. I know this digital thing has been like over 10 years in the making. But it's gonna take a long time for me to wrap my head around not being maybe a thing at all anymore. Tough Nerd says, yeah, they want to stop the trading, selling, and returning. Which is stupid. Which is stupid. You know, we talk about the whole emulation thing. You want to talk about emulating a game, let's say, what's something really super obscure? Like a lot of the old arcade games that aren't on any collections. No, that's not a good example. Let's use like I don't know, let's just say something like just say Fantasy Star. Now you can get Fantasy Star on the Switch, but let's just say you couldn't. Let's say you can't get it anywhere. If I go to a game store, a used game store, and buy Fantasy Star, Sega doesn't see any of that money anyway. Sega hasn't seen that money for a long time. We're saying that Fantasy Star is not on the Switch. Okay, let's just pretend that. But Sega's not seeing that money that I buy anyway from the used game, so I don't even understand why it matters. Dirt cheap to manufacture. I hope, yeah, I agree with you, Will. I hope that there's a big change. I hope a lot of gamers put their foot down and say, we don't want this. We want an option. Stop taking away our options. Yeah, I get that, man. And, we're making fun of Game Mill and Skull Island. But like I said when I streamed it, I have no doubt that those guys, if the game was developed in a year, that those poor developers were worked to death. So I'm not making fun of them. I understand. Believe me, I know lots of people, lots of friends that work in game development, and it is brutality. Long, strenuous hours, day after day. I get it. So I'm not making fun of them. It's the whole corporate greed that gets me. But why should we be surprised, right? Manuals, you think so? I don't know, man. Maybe. But when's the last time we got a manual? Maybe it's Switch games. This Kong has nothing in it. Like if we open it. Here, we open Kong, right? There's nothing. Sometimes they have pamphlets, but I mean, just having this in my hand, being able to hold the physical art, right? Regardless of what the game is, just being able to hold it it just has so much meaning for me. It's like when music went the way of the dodo as far as physical releases. Like that we talked about the new Foo Fighters record coming out this year. And I woke up and it was just like, you just stream it. I'm like, okay. I mean, I got the record, but that was, not that it was hard to get, but it wasn't the norm. It's just really weird. And I think my generation is going to have a very difficult time adapting to this, especially being collectors, right? We're toy and game collectors. So by nature, we want to have this stuff to enjoy. It's like physical art to us, right? And on top of that, like I said, I want to be able to do something with it. God forbid I sell Skull Island to some poor sucker. The fact still remains that I have the option to sell this to some poor sucker. Right? I don't know. It's rough. It's rough. That's all I'm saying. We're going to continue in a sec. This is just a good discussion. Yeah, well, and I mean, even when we were still working at EB Games, we were getting like a lot of PC stuff. A lot of the Blizzard stuff, right, was just the physical box, but you opened it and it was just a code. Now, if cutting down on manufacturing costs brought down the overall retail, you would get, I'm pretty sure, 90+% of people would be on board if we're saving money. But I think it's like what Matt just said, right? We're not saving money, but they're getting more money. It's all just greed. Netflix is the worst for me. I was scrolling on there the other day and it was some stupid movie, like Scary Movie 2. Last day to watch, November 1st. We've talked about this too. I hate that. You get this weird like anxiety. At least I do. I just don't like not being in control, and you're just funneling money out and you're not in control of it. So Alan Wake 2 is on my Xbox. If I take it off in 2 years, can I get it back? Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Well, you've given us a hard drive that's only so big. What do I do? It's not really our problem. And of course, I'm speaking to Sony, to Nintendo, to all the companies that give us these consoles with tiny hard drives compared to the size of the games. Well, can I download Alan Wake in 3 years? Well, I don't know. The next Xbox might be out. You might be able to. Or maybe we'll just charge you, $30 a month. And you'll constantly just have to pay $30 a month. But your game, I don't know, it might be on there. See, that's what I don't like. I mean, it's an interesting discussion. I think it's something that Will and I should do a show on. Because I know Will's, not to speak for him, but we've had this discussion for a decade plus, and I know he's a little bit more accepting of the digital. The next Nintendo console might be digital only as well.
Like a manuscript.
It's rough, guys.
Page of a story.
These are historical artifacts.
Left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down.
Previously on Alan Wake.
Reading the words. These words felt like a message. Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them.
So this is the book he's writing.
How could they not accept, even if they knew it would end up hurting them?
I don't,
Someone's been watching.
Tough Nerd, I don't particularly trust
You were right.
any of them.
This is right up my alley.
I've had many games on many platforms
Either he
removed
dropped this page,
over the years.
or the killers left it for us.
And I don't like it. And there's no like, okay, how about this? How about this of an idea? I know this is ridiculous, but I'm going to throw it out there, see what you guys think. What if we do like a delisting fee? I don't know how they would track that. Somehow in the databases of purchases, I suppose, they could go through and say, okay, all these customers on Xbox Live and PlayStation Network and Nintendo eShop have all bought whatever, Marvel vs. Capcom 3. We're going to delist it, so let's give these guys 20% of their money back. I mean, that's something. I mean, I know that's probably ridiculous of me to say, but wouldn't it be something? Or give us not even money back, like 20% credit for the eShop, the PSN, whatever. I think it would be fair for us, but it's a pipe dream. It's never going to happen. I think Disney Plus is a good example. I think a lot of people found that platform was not worth the money. And so what happened a couple years later? Now they're releasing Mandalorian on Blu-ray. I don't know. Maybe if we just make a big enough noise. You got to vote with your wallet, I suppose, right? But then again, I'm in the predicament now. It's like this great game launches. It's digital only. What am I going to do? Not get it? Right? It's like they got you.
Hey, you made it back. Good.
I made it back.
I hope you didn't get stuck in any of those big puddles. Crazy flooding down there, huh? Just like I said.
Figure out what happened to Nightingale. Investigate the crime scene. So we're probably going to have to go in our mind again, I'm guessing. So we have two new clues. Delisting can happen for a number of different reasons. The only thing that will stop anything from being delisted is you buying a physical copy of it. We were talking about the Warriors. The Warriors is a great example. You can't get that on anything. Rockstar's Warriors was 2 of them, but the first one in particular, the story-driven one, it's just gone. Footprints emerging from under the rock. Okay, let's get back to this here. So that might be here. No. And then we got Trail has gone cold.
Oh,
God, I'm so upset about it.
I think he came from the lake. But his tracks make no sense.
Too many unknowns doesn't make sense asking the wrong questions. Reading the words, these words felt like a message, someone playing a game with them. We're going to run out of wall space here in our mind. So the killer's watching us. Game on. Figure out what happened to Nightingale. All right, Brandon. Have fun, buddy. Send me some pictures of that stuff when you got it all set up. We'll see you tonight. I agree, Will. And like I said, what are we going to do? Not get Alan Wake? Or what if they did Spider-Man digital only? A game of that caliber. How are you supposed to figure out what happens? We have to go back to profiling, I guess? Or we can watch TV. No, we got to focus. Can't talk to anybody. Do we have to go back in the mind? It's got to be here, right? On the case board? Oh, wait, what's this? I guess we just don't have the flow down of the game. Profile. Oh, okay, we can just go from here. Good. Manuscript pages. Like, how do you try and solve? Are we missing something? Profile someone. Oh, wait a minute. The page, okay.
We found a page in the woods. A story about these events. What is Nightingale's role in this?
I'm surprised there hasn't been like a limited run ET or something. Well, actually, no, the license to that would be, never mind, astronomical.
Something was put inside him. In his chest. I must find out what.
ET's not that bad, man. It's not that bad. I think when I streamed it, I lasted longer than I did with Kong. Go back to the lake, Cutthroat says. No, we want to stay in here. Goals. Nightingale has something hidden inside him. Why doesn't it just put it where it's supposed to go? So here.
Nah.
Like, stop putting it away. Like, we're just going to pull it out again. It's going to go here.
Found all I can here. Time to properly examine the body. See what I can find inside.
Dude, there's no way you'd last 12 hours. You don't understand, man. You don't understand.
Body to the town morgue.
Okay.
Retro Roamers, I've defended ET. I'll defend it again. If you read the manual, it doesn't save the game. I'm just saying, if you read the manual, you understand how to play it. Most people just put in a 2600 game and they don't read the manual. It's not like, I would even say, an NES game where you can kind of figure it out. 2600 games are so bare bones that if you don't read that manual, like try playing Raiders of the Lost Ark. Oh my God. If you read the manual with ET, you get it. It still doesn't make it that great, but I'm just saying. Okay, do we have to look in the body? Ask the deputy to move the body. Move the body.
Deputy, I want the body taken back to town for a proper examination ASAP.
Well, sure, but the coroner won't be back in town for another week after Deerfest.
Not a problem. I'll do it myself.
Oh, and Sheriff Breaker called.
Limited Run's a fantastic company.
In town. Oh, and I've got a key to the gate. It's a shortcut back to the parking lot just up the hill.
There was a... Will, did I tell you I found a Corpse Killer Switch Collector's Edition I passed on just up in Toronto there. Shortcut key, which would be over here.
Let's get the car.
I would have got the regular one, but the collector's was so much money. I didn't need all that extra stuff
The diner, right?
for Corpse
I could use
Killer.
a cup of coffee.
Let's try that shortcut the deputy mentioned.
Sounds good.
There's our shortcut key. All right, well, we're getting somewhere.
Seems like a nice town so far. Murders aside. Pretty woods. Cute lodge we got set up in. We should go for a hike if we get a chance.
There's a... What do you mean? There's a limited run store? Retro?
Deputies aren't exactly up to the task.
Is that what you
but
mean?
Hopefully the sheriff will be more helpful.
Not a surprise about the deputies. Doubt they see much stuff this gruesome.
I had no idea there was brick and mortar stores for that. That's sweet. Oh my God, I would be in heaven. I also saw the Contra collection, the physical release for that. Oh man. On PS4 too.
Can't fit the clues
magic.
all together yet. Heart removed, tripod, tracks leading to a dead end.
A tripod for a camera?
I just have I have the Castlevania collection on Switch, and then I have Night Trap on Switch. And another one on the way. Another secret game. The worst game ever made. But I think that won't be released till next year. It's a 3DO classic, that's all I'll say. Well, maybe not a classic. But it's a 3DO game. Which way are we going? I'll follow you. Bayonetta 3's on sale for $30. Nice. Get it before it's gone, before they stop making it.
Here we are. Let's drive back to town and meet the sheriff at the diner.
Oh, why do I have to drive? Oh, we just teleport there. That's fine.
I can't get that manuscript page out of my head. I've never seen killers reach out so directly before.
Damn impressive work so far. With your technique, these hunches were moving fast.
I wasn't sure about taking a case so far from home, but I'm thrilled to be here for this mystery.
Here we go.
Need to swing by the lodge to get anything from the field.
This is such a Stephen King inspired
I'll pop there anyway.
town.
I want to walk to the diner, get a feel for the town.
So far, it's not scary at all. Even that beginning part wasn't scary. So we'll see. Didn't scare me, at least. This guy is
The diner's just
dressed
up
up.
the waterfront. Shouldn't keep the sheriff and our witnesses waiting.
I smell
What do you want?
Just how much coffee have you had today, Charlie?
Don't know, don't care.
Nice shoes, Charlie.
Not enough. That's how much. Never enough coffee. Oh, that's rich.
It's a beautiful town. I could smell this town.
Get it where you can.
Especially with it being like misty and wet like this. Wow. Talk about atmosphere. Look at this. Incredible.
Isn't it? Charlene, you seem comfortable as I am.
You don't think the amount of hot
Hey, Samantha, good morning.
has anything to do with it?
Shoot it. Shoot what? Oh, shoot the guy.
Not to toot my own horn, but I am pretty
I don't think I could take the gun out yet. They still won't let me do that.
Float will be the belle of the ball at this year's Deer Fest.
Oh, I had my flashlight on the whole time. That's
I'm gonna go
hilarious.
check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
The finest entertainment a town like ours has to offer. The happiest day of the year.
Dear.
Like Christmas.
The what's this? The Oh Dear Diner? Is that where we're going? Yeah, we have to meet the sheriff there.
Welcome to Bright Falls. It's nice to have you here.
It's good. It's a slow burn, 100%.
Washington's finest.
Nice to meet you, Sheriff. I'm set for coffee.
You know, I wouldn't say no to another.
I'm Agent Saga Anderson. This is Agent
No,
Alex.
we don't need Max Payne. We do not.
And let me just say, I'm happy.
Just
to
like we
work here.
didn't need Duke
Frankly, we could
Nukem.
use the help.
God, Max Payne. Awful. Awful. I liked Dead to Rights was better.
Your deputies said you had a couple of witnesses here.
They made them sound like suspects.
Mulligan and Thornton are still on about that? No,
His name's
the
Max
officers don't
Payne.
strike me as the murdering type, but you can decide for yourselves. They're just inside having coffee and pie to calm their nerves.
I'll see what they have to say. Casey, you compare notes with the sheriff.
Take your time. We've looked through the case files you sent over, Sheriff. Have you had many people besides the known victims go missing?
Sure.
Oh, look at this place.
Since Calvin Mike was fast off.
Let me guess.
The Oh Dear Diner.
Cases spiked around 2010. The fence was built just after.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
We need, if we're going to bring back Max Payne, we have to bring back State of Emergency. The jukebox is out of order. Poor old thing can only take so much. The same song being played over and over and over.
Excuse me. I'm Agent Saga Anderson. Are you the Bookers?
That's us. I'm Tammy, and he's Ed.
Hello, officer.
Just Saga is fine, Ed.
So, are we being charged with anything? Because if not, we'd love to get back to our hotel and decompress after what we saw. Take a bath, scream into pillows, that kind of thing.
We're not charging you. I just have a few questions. Nothing to stress about, okay?
So I wonder if asking the appropriate questions at the appropriate time makes any kind of difference. Or if it's just you'll ask both of them anyway, so it doesn't matter.
So what did you see in the woods?
This naked dude came out of the lake.
Good morning, Dale.
He was acting crazy, shouting weird shit at us. He must have been on something.
Unless
It's like a survival horror game, Dale. Very Stephen King inspired.
We ran into these psychos in deer masks. They were tearing into the naked guy with knives, like some kind of satanic cult. And then we bolted and called the cops.
Why were you at Cauldron Lake?
What were you doing at Cauldron Lake last night?
I'm a writer. True crime.
What were you doing there?
Doing some research on a famous novelist, Alan Wake, who went missing here. I was down at the lake getting some details. Perfectly legal.
And may I ask you why do you think it was a cult?
What makes you say it was a cult?
The masks and knives aren't enough.
They were shouting, "Cult of the tree, the cult of the tree."
Sounds like a pretty lame cult to me.
Oh, and then we found out the whole thing was
What was that?
terrifying. That's all.
Oh, we got something. Was that a profiling? Yeah, it's profiling. The Cult of the Tree, Cauldron Lake.
The cult of the tree. What are the bookers telling me?
I found their necklace. The symbol is 2 triangles.
The cult wants their spruce tree back, Tammy.
Finders keepers Ed. My publisher will want this on the cover.
Tammy found something. A necklace belonging to one of the cultists.
Interesting. Dale says it's not like action. Well, there is. It's got, I would say, the same amount of action as a typical Resident Evil. Maybe a little bit less. But it's very atmospheric, very Silent Hill.
The bookers were at Cauldron Lake. Why?
The fence was built to hide what's there. They say the rider fell in the lake.
Private party. No trespassing.
My book has questions. Past the bolt cutters.
They broke in for the sake of Tammy's book. Nothing to do with the murder. They were telling the truth.
Okay, so exit. Interview the witnesses still. Okay.
So you found something there, right? A necklace these cultists may have dropped.
Okay. Wow. How did you put that
Well,
together?
I'm psychic, so there's that.
You need to hand it over.
Told you not to keep that thing to me.
Thanks. This could prove to be helpful. Do me a favor. Stick around town for now in case we have any.
Now I wonder if it's going to be like you have to find clues to solve everything, but I wonder if you can miss things. Or if they just prompt you to get everything.
I thought we'd never see you back here after that awful, awful thing happened to your baby girl. How are you? I'm sorry. Who are you? I don't know what you're talking about. It's me, silly. Rose. You know me. I don't think I do. And what horrible thing happened to my baby girl? She drowned. Your daughter. That's so weird you don't remember.
How do you know I have a daughter?
Oh, I know what this is. You're blocking out your traumatic memories. Happens on TV all the time. No,
Whoa.
you're mistaking me for someone else. If you say so.
Okay, go to the sheriff's station.
All set? My guys have Nightingale at the morgue if you're ready to go take a look.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's do that.
Well, Casey, I got a lead. Looks like we're dealing with a cult.
I could have told you that. We didn't need all those clues and the psychic abilities. Didn't need that either.
Cult of the tree, Sheriff?
Only the urban legend. If you're in the woods at night, the cult will get you. That sort of thing.
We're not gonna find out you're the Grand Wizard or something, are we?
I played some D&D back in the day. Wizard was always my favorite class.
Morning, Sheriff. Looks like you have some guests.
Wow, look at the beautiful mountains.
Morning, Ted. Yeah, real important guests.
It's like BC, Den.
Always draws a crowd, right?
Too true. More the merrier. Have a good one, Sheriff.
Hey, what do you know about that waitress from the diner?
Rose? Yeah, she's a bit of a space case. Always has been. Why? What'd she do now?
She kept saying that my daughter drowned. She even knew my name. It was all very weird.
Rose has a talent for saying the weirdest thing possible. But it's best not to take it personally.
This little town is still more populated than Gotham Knight.
Hey, boss. Corpse is downstairs ready to go.
Yep, in the morgue, all prepped.
I'd like to take a closer look as soon as possible. Lead the way, Sheriff.
Bright Falls map. Okay.
Well, this is the Bright Falls Sheriff Station. Anything you need, just let us know.
We appreciate the support, Sheriff.
I'll be right with you, sir. Yep.
Don't be an easy target. Stay alert in public.
You're ready to take my money.
Okay, so we're probably going to have to take, I would say, these clues and put them in before we get too many clues. Maybe not. I think we have to profile everybody. I just don't want to get too much paperwork. The bookers. Oh, we've done everything. Okay. All right, moving on.
How are you?
I just have to find my way to the morgue.
Agent?
Okay, cheers. There we go. Of course, I should have been following them.
With the funeral home next door, it's a shoestring budget.
That's on me.
I guess you guys don't have that problem, though. Our only coroner rotates between a few other towns, and he's away this week, but you can handle this, right?
I'm qualified to perform examinations. Yes.
Oh, look at this basement. Give me a break. What is that?
About morgues. They always cheer me up.
I can't say I feel the same.
He's joking.
Trooper? See you, Willie.
Okay.
Have a good day, buddy.
Let's take a look at our patient. I'll start with the external inspection before performing the internal examination.
Examine Nightingale's body.
What was the cause of death? What other clues can the body give me?
Well, let's examine the heart.
There's writing on here. Can't make it out.
Writing? How'd they manage that?
Yuck. Grody. Any blunt force trauma to the
The
head?
body shows signs of being submerged in water post-mortem. It doesn't add up. Aha. They did leave something inside his chest.
What?
This looks like text. A tattoo?
Nightingale didn't strike me as a tattoo guy. Defensive wounds. He put up a fight.
Now we take these to our case board. We're going to have to start another row, that's for sure.
Time to see what Nightingale's body can tell us.
Okay, we'll figure this out. Chest ripped open, something visible inside. Let's start with that. Cause of death. Well, the heart was taken out, but there's writing on it. No.
No.
I don't understand the order. Like, what difference does it make?
Okay.
Just like place them all down, right?
But the corpse is bloated. Waterlogged. Doesn't add up.
Chest ripped open, something visible inside. Okay, did we take out whatever's inside the chest cavity? The heart.
Think, Saga.
Think what? Do you have to put them in an order? I don't know. If I don't put it in the right order, it puts it back like in the folder. Just clicking on stuff. Did the killers write this on the heart? Well, yeah. Who else wrote it on the heart? And then the extra writing for the shoulder. Okay, the two different writings.
There's definitely something in his chest.
On the shoulder and on the heart.
Killers leave it there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, like I don't understand why she hasn't picked up the heart or done a closer look at the writing on it. Tattoos on body and heart. How did the killer have time? Doesn't make sense. Examine the chest cavity to find out. Okay. Ew. Gross. Oh my god. Is that his wallet? Shouldn't you have gloves on? Oh, it's a page. Oh, it's a map or something.
Nightingale hunted Saga. Didn't see her. The Taken could not see into bright light. Light hurt them, made them vulnerable. Nightingale had no heart, but here he was, killing.
Someone's created a fucked up fantasy about us.
Hey, hold on. We found these kinds of pages. I didn't think they were relevant to this case. I have them right here.
I'm kind of lost. I'm a little bit lost. So why would he leave us alive?
Didn't see her. Could not see into bright light.
Lost, just as in I'm kind of trying to figure out what's going on. Morning, guys. Iceman is in this, I've heard, yeah.
He's coming. No weapon. The page said to get into the light.
Try to stay in the light to avoid being detected by enemies.
He's coming. Need to be in the light. He can't see me in the light. My gun's out in the hall. Gotta get it back.
Okay, hang on now. Safe havens will restore some of your health. If you leave or attack from a safe haven while in combat, it will become temporarily unavailable. Okay, so when you're in the light, you're safe. If you try and shoot while you're in the safe haven, you're no longer safe. Okay.
Gotta move. Now.
Resident Evil.
Vanished.
Yeah, it plays just like Resident Evil. I'm kind of curious. I don't know. It's so far, I'm just saying, it's not really scary.
He didn't have a heart, but he still got up. The page predicted all of it. It helped me fight him.
He just disappeared? What the hell is going on?
Like, is this not? I'm just predicting. Okay.
Anything about it. Somehow we need to make sense of this.
One sec. Is this not? We've seen Alan Wake, right? He's a writer. Is he not just writing what's happening? I guess that's why I don't think it's really super scary right now. Because none of this is really real. He's kind of writing the outcome, or is he writing and it's changing the reality? Or is this just his new book that we're going through? I guess we'll find out. See, I don't think we were attacked by a dead man. I think this is all some kind of weird illusion.
There's no rational explanation to what we just saw.
I'd love to blame this on mass hallucination caused by inhaling volcanic gas, but we both know that's bullshit. This was supernatural.
Well, I'm glad you were the one to say it. Now we can figure out a way forward.
Okay, what happened to the
Right
sheriff?
before things got crazy, Sheriff Breaker just vanished.
Maybe the sheriff knew more than he was letting on.
But he still just vanished.
Like he dreaded what was coming. One more mystery.
TJC, good evening, my friend. Cheers to you. I guess it's good afternoon for you.
The victim of a ritualistic murder turns into a monster.
What's going on today, buddy?
Is there a connection?
Looks to me like the cult of the tree is performing rituals to create monsters.
Maybe. We need to start with learning this cult's goal. Their purpose.
Look around for clues.
There's one of the pages on the floor.
These pages are important. Breaker dropped one before he disappeared.
I still think these are the pages of the book. The Book of the Dead. Okay, so we have to go around and find more clues. That's fine. This officer is dead, though. So this is real.
I can't get through this.
I was trying to figure it out before. If that officer is actually dead and the sheriff is actually dead, things manifesting itself in real life, so the stories are coming to life that he's writing, or he's changing the book. I don't know. God. It's 5 p.m. here. Evening, I guess. Jeez. Well, it's almost noon here. Painkillers.
Must be locked from the other side.
Well, I don't see any clues on the ground. At all. Oh, you got it, buddy. Looked like you and Gaz were having some fun.
Gone too. Did the fucker take it with him?
Our goal is to look around for clues. They won't let me equip the pistol. I don't like that. All right, so we gotta look around for clues. There's a one page.
Saga was back at Cauldron Lake. Saga had to pursue Nightingale into the overlap.
Let's see, why is it Alan Wake narrating at a typewriter?
Saga would learn how. Stop the monster.
Figure out where Nightingale went. Now, do I have to do that on the board, or do I do that in the game? I think we've went everywhere in here, so we're going to have to go to the case board. Nightingale attacked us.
A dead man turned into a monster. Light as a way to fight him.
We still didn't figure out the writing on the heart or the shoulder yet.
There's no rational explanation. This is the case we must solve.
Hey, Retro, thanks for hanging. If I don't see you again, man, have a good weekend. Nightingale attacked us. Corpse attacked us to use his sensitivity to light to fight him off, but he got away. I need to hunt him down and figure out what the F is going on here. All right. And do we have any other clues that we have to place down? Okay. That's it. Now we're going to go back to radio. What the hell's the radio? No, I don't want to play that. Thank you very much. We're streaming. We can't have music going. Jeez. Now everything else here is... We've done everything here. Oh, hang on. I gotta take a quick break, guys. Someone's just at my door. Give me 1 sec. Okay. We're back. Got some fresh water and we're ready to go. Okay, so there's 3 different stations where you have to make sure we keep everything up to date as far as figuring out the cases. We have 2 maps. So far, I like the collectathon aspect of this. Let's go back to Cauldron Lake. Okay. Nothing else in this room.
Places Nightingale back
I really wonder if the game's going to open up. It has to at some point.
We need to head over there, stop him, before anyone else gets hurt.
Okay.
I mean, should we be calling Ghostbusters at this point? Like the guy with no heart who's dead is running around. And there's been a few officers killed. Oh yeah, and one just disappeared.
Sheriff Breaker disappeared. Nightingale turned into some sort of a monster, and there are offices down. You 2 handle things here. We need to get back to
They're like, what?
That's terrible. We'll do what we can, man.
That's crazy, right, Thornton? Nightingale's heart was missing. How could he do anything? He's dead.
Yeah, right.
What is that?
That's crazy talk. Monsters aren't real, and what do you mean? The sheriff disappeared. Like poof?
Why can't I pick that up?
Magic's not real.
They haven't even told me how to, like, equip anything yet.
Monsters aren't real, and magic's definitely not real.
I'm going to check out these other doors. Just to see if there's anything in here. I know these were highlighted before.
It won't open.
Ah, dang it. Too good to be true. What about this one? Let me in. I'm the FBI, man. Let me in. That's right. Let me in. Oh, it's the washroom. Oh, no. Note. Okay, so someone's stealing toilet paper rolls. Very riveting. Okay, are we getting out of here? Let's go.
Nightingale and his cult are dangerous. We need to be prepared in case things escalate more than they already have. Can you call it in, Casey?
A smart choice, Anderson. Yeah, Agent Casey here. Yeah. We need the Bright Falls case. Whoever you can spare. ASAP. Think we'll actually find Nightingale at the lake?
The pages haven't been wrong yet.
We can't assume the person writing these pages isn't playing us.
I agree. But it's our best lead.
What is this?
Mercado won't roll over on the issues. I'm gonna take
This town, man, is weird.
Meet you back at the car.
See you in a bit. Did you check out the town, Anderson?
Just getting my bearings.
It's just, okay. It's just a little bit strange that this dead guy just got up and walked away. Everyone is so, like, calm. You know what I mean? It's just a little weird. Maybe they'll address that later, but it's just like, it's like no big deal. I mean, this is video game logic. We're used to this. I'm actually thrilled that I don't have to drive the car. Please tell me I don't have to drive the car.
I need to come clean, Anderson. I know why Nightingale was here 13 years ago. He was chasing a writer, Alan Wake.
Tammy mentioned him. She's writing a book on his disappearance.
Alan Wake, huh?
From his books, Alex Casey.
Yeah, I've heard the jokes at the office. Cold case Casey. Murder case Casey. Sorry.
Ha. It's the same name, similar job. It's the first thing anyone thinks of. It annoyed me, but that was it. Then, 10 years ago, I started getting strange letters in the mail. Fragments of prose describing murders.
What are you guys thinking of the game so far?
About what happened in New York. Some of it.
Kind of confusing. Definitely a little slower paced.
A murder cult. Turns out the fragments sent to me were from the crime books of Alan Wake. The cult was
the name of the game.
Copycatting the murders from the books. In their heads, they were performing a ritual to bring Wake back. Their imagined prophet. After that case, I started looking into Wake's disappearance on the side.
And you thought this
I
case might be...
can't even remember. He disappeared at the end. I don't remember that.
Keep popping up.
It's been a long 13 years. I don't think I've played it since it was out, originally 2010.
Before we find ourselves in the middle of a horror story.
All right, chapter 2, The Heart.
The page says Nightingale's in something called an overlap. Need to figure out exactly what that means.
I need to figure out why I can't equip the friggin' gun.
Thanks.
How about that?
Start looking for Nightingale where he was killed. The writer of these pages knows what
Quick
will happen.
slot.
Because they're behind this, or because they can see what's coming.
Painkillers are health. What is this? Battery pack.
A world operating on different rules. I need to understand this strange logic.
No, I don't want to do that.
To see the clues. To solve the case.
So why can I equip the painkillers, but I can't equip the gun? There we go. There we go. The fact that this other partner of mine is walking around without a gun. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. There we go. Feel a little bit more secure with that out. Considering what we just saw. We should have the gun out.
I'm thinking more about the cult of the tree. What sort of cult refers to themselves as a cult?
In my experience, they don't.
We're not seeing the full picture yet.
Wait a second.
Hello there. How are you folks doing? Those restricted area signs don't do a damn thing, huh?
Hello. Saga Anderson. Are you two supposed to be here?
Saga's such an interesting name. I've never heard that before.
Fantastic to meet you.
Someone named that.
And yes, Stephen here hired me to show him through the woods. He's in town on important government business. Fixing this impressive piece of hardware.
I work for the FBC, ma'am. I'm authorized to be here.
And I bet you two are here about that murder. Nasty stuff. How's it going?
Why is everyone so calm? It's like this dead guy just rose from the grave without a heart, and we shot him in the face, and now he's missing. Like,
How did you hear about the murder, Elmo? Do you know anything that could
on the night of the incident.
Tend to tell me things. The Koskela brothers are kind of a household name around here. Speaking of, if you're looking for some fun, stop by Watery. Just down the road from Bright Falls, there's our Coffee World amusement park. There's sauna de vista. And we offer a variety of guided tours, hunting, fishing, hiking, whatever strikes your fancy. You name it, we probably got it.
What is this machine there,
What
bub?
is this thing?
just a monitoring station, ma'am. The Federal Bureau of Control checks volcanic activity and air toxicity levels. No need to worry, though. It's mostly for research purposes.
That's one gorgeous sweater saga. Looks Nordic. I bet a family member made it.
My mother made this sweater.
How do you know?
I knew it. My mom used to knit those sweaters for me and my brother. Watery, my hometown.
See, everyone around this town knows who she is.
So between your name and the sweater, I figured your family might be from Finland too. Suomi, Finland. Pulla, Karjalanpiirre.
Close. My mom's family is from Sweden originally. I don't know much about them beyond that. The sweater is just something to remember her by.
So everyone in the town knows something about Saga, the agent. I don't know. Something smells fishy here. I'm just saying.
Is that a kid's lunchbox?
Cold case?
An Alex Casey movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books.
Manuscript fragments.
But he really hates the movies.
Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons in the mine place. Weapon upgrade. Okay, now I'm confused. I can understand her using her mind as kind of like a place to go and put all the clues together and solve the case or the mystery we're looking at, but to upgrade weapons through your mind, okay, they've got me here. This I don't get. Well, we only have 2. We can't do anything. But we have to keep a lookout for those lunch boxes. So that's actually pretty cool. I like looking for hidden little treasures that do something for the actual game. So that's good. I don't mind that. Okay, we're looking for lunch boxes. Good. Let's hope the world opens up a little bit, which I'm assuming it will. Let's just appear again. Wait, do we go in here? Let's go in here. The signal was rerouted into the transmitter that is not one of ours. I fixed it so any alerts will come up our way, but it's definitely concerning. I'll make a report. Okay. Did you note that in your mental log, Saga? I don't think that you did. What else do you know?
Stephen, we're investigating a murder that occurred nearby. What can you tell me about your bureau?
Nothing that isn't classified, I'm afraid. But I don't know anything about a murder.
What can you tell us about the night of the incident?
By a different department. I'm just here to make some repairs. The wiring on this thing frays every couple months.
Yep, that's the raccoons. They grow real big here with teeth like you wouldn't believe. Can't know right through a garbage can.
That's all for now.
Thanks for nothing.
Let's get to the murder site, Casey.
Good morning, Pains. How is your Friday going so far, mate?
A lot of things about this case keep bothering
We are
me.
investigating this murder, and it's very serious stuff.
Breaker's disappearance. I don't get the feeling Nightingale was responsible.
He was about to give you more of those pages. Something didn't want us to have them? Or was protecting him from Nightingale? Spontaneous combustion? I don't know. Not the kind of disappearance we normally solve. Our crime scene.
You can use B to activate her flashlight.
Feels like home.
Okay, so why are we back here?
But the page did place him at Cauldron Lake, in an overlap. So how do we follow him there?
Maybe something around here will tell us.
Oh, this sign. This is the sign of the necklace.
We've seen this symbol before.
Good eye.
Okay, so now we take that to here. Right? Oh, maybe not. Map. Manuscript page. Nope. Profiling? Nope. Radio? Nope. Okay, so nothing. Oh, that sounds fun. What are you guys talking about?
After we find Nightingale, what then? I've never arrested a monster.
I've watched you arrest plenty of monsters, Anderson.
You know what I mean. Monsters. Light worked against him at the morgue. That might be the only way to stop him from hurting anyone else.
Okay, about all the ritual stuff.
Overlaps? Rituals? What do you make of all of this?
The killers are usually the ones performing the ritual, not the detective. Acting out their sick fantasy. They may be trying to get you involved, forcing you into their twisted world.
But with dead men coming alive, the word ritual starts to have more weight behind it. We need to look around, learn what this ritual is.
All right. So are the clues going to be... They can't be in the same area. We found all the clues. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go off the path. See if we can perhaps find anything else. It's just that gate again. They're not going to let us in. We're not going to hit that again. They were rude to us last time. We're not going to deal with that abuse anymore. Going back. I don't get why we're back here. What? There's 2 new clues we didn't find before? Come on, man. Come on.
A creepy twig sculpture?
It's just the Triforce. Big whoop. Oh, that sounds cool, dude. I love chats like that.
A locked box. Is that the cult of the tree symbol on it? Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Wash your hands. Take the chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap. Well, the 3 symbols will be on those things. So, okay, wash your hands, take the chicken out of the fridge, take a nap. I'm sure the 3 symbols will be on those. Wash your hands. Okay, so in here. Wash your hands. Wash your... I'm trying... Why can't I wash my hands? What, I gotta go to the bathroom? Oh, wait. Okay, there's the first symbol. Oh, please, I'd love to be on your show, man. Of course. Yeah, that would be awesome. Just give me a week's heads up. That's it. Wait, what was the last one? take a nap. Okay, so just give me a second here. Okay, so the symbols, as confusing as they are, wash your hands. The upside.
What's the far's favorite shape?
Please, Anderson. Just one case without the
A triangle.
I don't get it.
Yes, you do.
Okay, that's stupid. Okay. So the upside down triangle, how are we going to remember this? The alpha beta symbol. And then the sideways triangle. Oh my god, I'm going to forget this by the time we get there. Okay, it's this one. I call it the alpha beta. I don't know. It looked like a fraternity symbol. That. And then the sideways one. There we go.
Notes and ammo. Looks like they're tools of the trade.
Don't take anything if you aren't one of the trees. Yeah, right. Give me these bullets. And what is this? Oh, so this wasn't even part of the case. This was just extra. Oh, sure, man. Yeah, Saturday night would work too. Yeah. Yeah, just give me a heads up and we can make it work for sure. That sounds awesome. Track Nightingale, follow Nightingale's trail, look around the crime scene. Okay. So there's nothing in here just yet. So we got to go back. Let's go back to the trailer or this, whatever this house is. So all those clues that just got us to that case is just give us like extra ammo. What a pigsty. So again, so far, very slow, which is fine. It's different. It's not scary at all. Just to me, it's not scary. That's a little disappointing. So I didn't take any notes in my mental notepad about that notepad.
I'm getting flashbacks. Remember Ohio?
Sure. The North Side slasher. But that case was completely different.
The trees, Anderson. He hid the bodies in the forest.
Hey there, Mr. Deer. You remind me of a dream I had.
What? What are you talking about? Well, that's the only other thing I can interact with. Well, where's Nightingale's trail? Wait, is it dark out now? All right, good. Bring on the scares. Let's go. Let's get this going. Pathway to the gate. Oh, what was that? Nothing. Okay, let's go this way. It's got a kind of cool blur effect. Wow, look at that. It's so pretty. It's got a cool blur effect when you turn. I like that too. Do you have anything to say? Nothing. Oh boy. I mean, I wish I knew what we were looking for. This is just that path again. Okay, we've been here multiple times. There's nothing else in the house. I don't get it.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took to carve this crater out of the earth. Calderas are pretty rare, so be sure to take it in.
So, essentially, we're standing in the gaping maw of hell.
You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan build a great baking soda volcano for her science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter. Bare feet. Nightingale. I'll see where these footprints lead. Can you come through the crime scene one more time, KC? Just in case?
On it. If anything comes up, I'll radio you.
He's definitely not awake yet, buddy. This is a slow burn. Very, very slow. It's different. Oh, here's the footprints. Okay. We can see the footprints. Okay, we're getting somewhere. There's been like one little part of action, but other than that, we're still just investigating. That big naked guy did come to life without his heart, which was interesting. And now we are getting some atmosphere music. So this is good. There's another clue. Or we can climb up here at least. There was a lot more action in the first one, yeah. It's good. It's just different. I'm hoping it gets scarier. The witch's hut. Okay, this could be cool. Let's go. Please open. Yeah. It's all the creaking. Oh, it's the shutters. What you got going on in here? There's nothing in the witch's hut for real? Out of all this stuff. All right, well, I guess we're going back out. We did find a couple containers with extra gun parts in them. Or gun upgrades. Weapon upgrades, I should say. Now, did I lose the trail? I think I lost the trail. We haven't gone this way yet. Let's go this way. Empty beer bottles.
Birthday is coming up. I need toy ideas.
Toys. She's 14, KC.
Okay. So, what'll I get her?
Get her a book. Something weird and dark. Maybe that'll get her back into reading.
This is like someone's journal. No mental note.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
More. The pills I think are healing. We've only been in one combat situation so far. Not a great details, but there's nothing really to interact with. Well, this keeps... Snuck out last night again. Went to the big house by the lake instead of just watching it from here like I always do. Instead of just sitting around like I was to screw that. Anyway, something weird is going on down there. Need to find out what's going on. I'm going to go back tomorrow. Better gear. I feel like we need to shoot these. I don't even know what these are. I'm gonna try and shoot it. Nothing. Dude, we started at 10, right? One combat encounter, 2.5 hours in. It's hard to tell, too, the invisible walls everywhere, exactly where you can and can't go. I mean, it's beautiful, detailed environments. Wait, what's that over here? Oh, more weapon parts. So these we can use to upgrade our weapon. The manuscript fragments.
Maybe I should call David. See how Logan's doing.
They're fine, Anderson. What's got you so worried?
I just feel bad.
Are you at work? You're just on break?
I've never taken
Wait, didn't you just start?
They can manage without you for a few days.
It's so weird that there was nothing in that house. Okay. And this way. There's that street light again. Well, this time we can actually get to it. The street lights are beacons of safety against the bad guys. Were we here already? Yeah, we're already here. Follow Nightingale's trail. That's our only objective right now, and it started to rain. I totally lost his footprints. Hey, what's in here? Some suspicious activity spotted. The fielder thought they saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised. Self-trained fielder, nothing to report. Just on the dark poachers, yeah.
This is a good case so far, don't you think?
Cases aren't good or bad, Anderson. They're just cases.
Okay, sure, but you have to admit, this one is particularly interesting.
These colored rocks, I think, indicate that there's like a lunchbox around. Oh, maybe not. I don't friggin' know, man. These weird target things on the trees. Okay, well, I'm going this way. I don't know what's going on, but we're going to go and find out. They're like weirdly painted like Easter egg rocks. More weapon parts. Oh my god, it's like I'm getting turned around so badly in this. Where did we come from? There? It's just one path. Oh my god, everything looks the same. Following Gale's trail still. Well, I lost the trail a while ago. So I guess we need to go back and find it. Did we go into this general store? I don't think we did. Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we did. Huh. Witch's ladle, witch's hut. Okay, there's his footprints. Okay, let's not lose them this time. Feel a jump scare coming. Getting harder to see.
The tracks lead into the water. Where'd you go from here? I can feel something. A presence.
Mindless jump scare.
Nightingale isn't far.
They're sure getting me ready for combat. Nothing's happening. And it's, again, it's not particularly scary. I hope it gets scary. We are heading in a circle. And it's weird she's not making any kind of notes of these little signs. There's something.
What is that? Seems like it's reacting to the light. These aren't the same tracks that were here before. They're headed into the tree, not out of it.
It's a dimensional portal. You can toggle the flashlight boost with the right bumper to increase damage to the darkness to burn through a dark substance.
My flashlight burned the dark stuff away. It was covering another page.
The fuse was in place. Saga stepped into the witch's hut. Inside, a bright light. There were objects that stood out to Saga, as if the light had manifested them.
The witch's hut. Okay. I trust the pages to lead me to the overlap.
Dude, I was just there. I was just at the witch's hut. I'm not gonna go back. I don't want to go back. I was just there. I'm 100% lost.
This is the witch's hut.
Oh.
Anderson, thought I saw something in the woods. Probably just a deer, but I'm gonna check it out.
Okay.
No, you're gonna die.
Page. Following up on a lead. Keep checking in.
Roger.
Get lights working in the witch's hut.
I need to find one to turn on the lights.
Okay, well, there's got to be a fuse in the house.
The page described the hut being lit and mentioned a fuse.
So I have to find a fuse to light the house. Well, I mean, that could be anywhere. That could literally be anywhere. Okay, locate the fuse in the immediate area. Okay, that helps a bit. Because I was going to say, if we have to run all the way back through these buildings again to find a fuse. Okay, I was saying the cutoff is probably this bridge that's going to be around here. If I were a random fuse, where would I be? Not in the fuse box. I've gone around both sides of the house. There's a couple of these things that we haven't put into place yet. Nightingale's trail led to another page. No, I don't want to do that one. I want to do this one. Trail. Okay, so that would be over here, right? Footprints leading into the forest. Where, like, where do you want me to put? Like, how do I know on which row we're supposed to put this? Here? I guess it's just because we're out of space everywhere else. Nightingale's trail led to another page. Here? Oh my god.
Makes sense.
No, I haven't. It's waiting. I just haven't tried it. Tomorrow. Yeah, I've been hearing nothing but like, oh, it's the best Mario since blah blah blah. So I want to try it. Are you playing this, dude? Willie, are you going to be playing this one?
Light is the key. To stay safe. But for something more to be revealed as well.
Bright light provides protection. Keep an eye out for more places like this. Okay, so what did this do? Okay. Get lights working in the witch's hut. Locate the fuse in the immediate area. Okay, this is none of this stuff. Weapon upgrade. We only have 4 pieces, so we can't upgrade anything. There's nothing over here. Okay. Maybe this will provide us a clue. Let's actually read this. How can the fuse not be in the house? It's got to be in the house. Yeah, and that's what I was saying at the beginning of the stream, buddy. I feel like we're totally blessed with this year. It's been incredible. And the Game of the Year show that you and I will no doubt do is going to be super action-packed. That being said, I feel like I've only skimmed the surface of all of them except Tears of the Kingdom. Like Starfield, the new update for Cyberpunk. Haven't tried Mario Wonder yet. Yeah, I'm tapped though. On the ceiling? I don't see any fuses anywhere in this house. Just a bunch of useless crap. I mean, does immediate area mean this whole map? Like, does this mean I have to go... What are these? General store, point of interest. You can't put a waypoint. So I guess going back to the general store would be smart. But I feel like we looked for everything. I need a fuse. It says in the immediate area. I don't know what this red marker is. Places we've been. Like, I don't know. What is this? You have to go straight out, right, and then left. Okay, I guess the general store is where we're going. Straight out, a right, and then left, according to the map. Left. Okay, here's the general store. So there's got to be fuses in here. Get out of the way, chair. The main problem I'm having with this game right now, it's becoming a big issue, is that I'm not scared at all. I don't know why that is. It's super slow. This is just a page again, like for what? Oh. Well, if there's no fuses in the general store, like where would you go to get fuses? You would go to the store. Okay, we're at the store. There's nothing. And it's set in the immediate area. So where does that leave? Point of interest. I don't know what that means. A door that we can't get in. Door is locked. Fuse box. Like, look at this stuff on the floor that is just like in the way. Get out of the way. Move. Can we not? There's a breaker. This is not a fuse box. These are breakers. Is that fuses? Nothing is highlighting. Yeah, you got that right, Dan. We're all backed up. And again, it's not a problem. I think it's great. It's just we could tell the last couple years of gaming have finally caught up. I'm going to look it up here. Camping chair. It's by the camping chair. So we got to go back to the campground, which is... Oh, it's just right here. Okay, so it's behind here. Yep, it's the locked door. We're going to go back out. Murder site. We're going to go left and then around the path. Okay. Keep running. Let's go. Yeah, and I feel like I'm really not doing the games themselves justice aside from streaming. There's a ton of I feel bad. Starfield is awesome, and I haven't even got into it. That one I feel really bad about. By the camping chair. The camping chair was this way, wasn't it? But around the corner. Blue plastic tray. What the heck, man? You should keep playing Lies of P because that's super fun. Super fun to watch you play it because you're good at it. That game's awesome, man. Spider-Man is, I don't know, it's like on another level. All right, I think I need to break from this, guys. We're on coming up on 3 hours. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. It's not really. This one's not really clicking, and it's not even this fuse thing. It's just nothing has happened. The whole mystique of walking around the woods is fading very fast. Don't be spoiling that stuff right now. We gotta save that. Okay, I'm gonna break. I'm gonna break right here. So can we save this? I think it probably just saves on its own. Yeah, Chad and I will be back tonight at 8 o'clock for something very different and a lot of fun. We're gonna do some toy reviews, but put ourselves through the ringer while doing so. So we're taking a break from the standard tier formula and the tournament formula and stuff. We're going to do something pretty fun, so come back at 8 o'clock. Guys, thanks for hanging. This has been the first part of Alan Wake. And you guys let me know. Let me know what you think of it. I don't know right now, to be honest. I don't really have an opinion on it. Other than it's very slow. But that's not good or bad. It's just kind of how it is. All right, my friends, I will see you tonight, guys. Have a good afternoon, and we'll see you in a couple hours. Cheers.